stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Snap it to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes the catch. It's Davis. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Davis. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Volunteers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Direct snap. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Volunteer.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So LSU's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And let me tell you about these linebackers. This group can make life miserable on
matchup with this running back versus these linebackers. And one thing talking to the defense this week is that they take pride in stopping the run. And these linebackers told us in meetings, this guy has not seen a defense like us, and they definitely have not played a linebacking unit as athletic as we are. We are looking to make a statement in this one by shutting this guy down.
And I love the confidence of the young guys, and I love the confidence of his defense, and they got some swag.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Matthews. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bishop. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And that second down completion was anything but helpful. Threw it in reverse, and now it's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Vols are rolling down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the outside. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
Makes the grab. It's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Direct snap. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps.
There's some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snap it to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Now the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Harris. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Wants to return it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Now he's looking into the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now.
It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And wings it incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
A little screen to the running back. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down? And that, wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Maybe some room here. Makes it past the marker. Past the 50. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown ball. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards in the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. That's caught. It's Watkins. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27th. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with third and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And that is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got enough for the first. Running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Vols peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
And the Volunteers will line it up on first and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Complete to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Beck's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now.
This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in.
Looking for more room. Bust through behind his pad. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Quarterback making checks. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to. Scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Durham. Turning it on. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. It's Durham. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, Week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 4 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs.
Got a little grass. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. LSU right back to the line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The run inside. It's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Tigers have their offense in high gear.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule.
What a cut. Now he's loose. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown LSU. Put 6 on the board. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dotson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here is the Tennessee offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Oh, better look out. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll go with a direct snap. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Man, is he having a day for the Big Orange, already over 150 yards.
Yeah, and showing you a little bit of everything, Reese. I mean, he can break tackles. He can make you miss. He's doing it all for this offense, and I would continue to feed him, and I guarantee you the Orange fans are going nuts.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Direct snap. There's a crease. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown ball. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year.
just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. LSU quick to the line. The give to Caden Durham. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The corners are walked up tight. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. He'll be stopped short of the line to get. About 3 more on that one. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Snap it to the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go with a direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. With this game decided, let's take a look at the projected playoff bracket, and it's getting late. Week 12, and this is how things would stack up if the playoffs started today. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W?
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Levin. Unloads it left. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. He's looking to pass. The screen, he's got wheels, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job on the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Wants to take it outside. It's Bishop. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds his man down the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Could be an alley. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. possession in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Under fire. It's complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Watkins. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart. How fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Timeout on the field, 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached a 2-minute timeout. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Finding some room. He's got the 1st down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. Now the Brain Trust will go to work on both sidelines.
And he punches it in the end zone, and man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken and just kept moving forward. Like, they've made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called him into his office earlier in the week, and he said, look, we are going to force feed you the football. You have to carry this for us on our way to victory. And he was glad to accept that challenge. He did it today, David. He took a beating. He is going to need the ice tub. He's going to need cryotherapy. He's going to need a good stretch, and he needs some sleep. But, man, did he ever deliver for his offense and his team.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Glevin. Finds his man. It's Harris. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it right down the gut of the field. Touchdown by Bengals. The defense putting points on the board. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.